Hey everybody, it's Daniel. You'll never guess where I am. I'm in Phoenix, my home city in theory. This is it. This is Phoenix. Yeah, so this is downtown. There's like no pedestrian life at all. This is what I always enjoy about living in Europe, is I can walk out of the house and I'm like somewhere. But this is the most downtown place you're gonna find in Phoenix, and it's just like completely empty as far as that goes. The main thing that's changed since I was living here is that now there's a metro, like a light rail, a tram as we might call it in Spain. And yeah, it's Phoenix style, so it's like a full mile between the stops and it takes forever to get anywhere. But that's Phoenix for you. You just don't have enough population density to really make public transport work like you could in a European city. Okay, it's the next morning. Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's already around 30 degrees. Because Arizona, one of the reasons why I don't hang out here very much is because there's just not much going on. And well, let me just show you the scenery here for a little bit. It takes, according to Google Maps, about 32 minutes to get to a place where I can drink coffee. This is on foot. You know, people just take cars everywhere because only a crazy person like myself would say, of course I'm going to walk 32 minutes to get coffee. They really, really love palm trees around here, which is funny because if there's one thing Phoenix needs, it's more shade. And palm trees just do not provide very much shade. But I'm on this road now. It looks like about a whole mile where it's just palm tree after palm tree all along the street. It's kind of cool. Okay, almost there. If this were Barcelona, I'd be halfway across town by now, but in fact I've gone nowhere. I've only gone most of the way to the coffee shop. Anyway, I can almost taste that sweet, sweet coffee right now. Okay, I don't want to say that was totally worth my 33-minute walk, but, you know, basically totally worth my 33-minute walk. Cold brew. Okay, good American experience here at Target. I remember Target being pretty cool back in the day, but either Target got worse or my standards changed, because it doesn't seem that cool now. So the amount of abundance that Americans just take for granted is impressive. All the 240 types of laundry detergent, and that's just one brand. Over here we've got more brands of laundry detergent. The vitamins and the different formats and the, you know, millions of kinds of canned soup. It's wacky. This here was Paradise Valley Mall, which, you know, we lived in the middle of the desert. So if we needed to buy something, we could drive 15 miles to Paradise Valley Mall. Apparently, it doesn't really exist anymore. It's just, there's only a couple of things left. The JCPenney, and now there's a Costco, which I think is kind of a newer building over this way. But I don't know why, but my mom says that a lot of the actual shopping malls are just closing. I guess there could be different reasons, but I do remember, you know, this mall had a Sears, and we would come and buy my clothes when I was a kid at Sears because of the, you know, price and the guarantee or whatever, that if my jeans ripped, they would replace my jeans or something. And yeah, like Sears, for example, was a company with a 120-year history or more that I think doesn't even exist anymore. If it does exist, it's a much smaller thing than it was. Oof, getting out of the sun here. Yeah, it's quite a place, this Phoenix. Got a lot of empty space to walk around between the buildings, and a lot of traffic. Not many actual people. You don't see many people walking around. So back in the day, we had all these, coffee places that started putting on a drive-through. And I thought that was kind of stupid. Like, why would you, want to just drink your coffee in your car on the way to somewhere else when you could sit in a nice cafe and have a coffee in a cafe? Now, what they have are coffee places that are just a drive-through with no customer seating. Maybe like 2 or 3 tables outside, but it's not even a cafe. It's just a drive-through coffee place with nothing else happening. So that's an interesting development in American car culture. One of my favorite things in Phoenix is all the Mexican food. You'll have to pardon my lighting as usual. You try doing this in the hot Arizona sun and also get good lighting. But yeah, all these Berto's places, there's lots of things that are like something Berto's, and I think they're all related in some way, and they've usually got pretty good Mexican or Tex-Mex cuisine for very good prices, and open often 24 hours a day. So check one of those out if you're here someday. All right, it's like 7 p.m. Didn't actually get very hot today. Beyond 34, 35 degrees. That's a fine day in Arizona. I've had a couple of large sandwiches, good American cuisine, a Reuben with pastrami on rye. That's pretty good. Now I'm walking around the Windsor area, which I've never heard of. I'm surprised we have a neighborhood called Windsor in Phoenix, but here it is. So one interesting thing about this is all the different churches from different denominations. There's like every kind of Protestant church you could imagine. And then there's, Syrian Orthodox. There's, a big Catholic church back here attached to a Catholic high school. Just like dozens and dozens of churches from every possible variation on the Jesus story, I guess. So like I said, not a lot of pedestrian activity around here. I've been walking for about half an hour and I've seen 2 people jogging, 1 homeless guy, and then 1 other person walking. And that's it. The rest is just traffic. It's wacky. There's I don't know. Maybe if you go back onto the smaller streets over here, there's people, walking their dogs and watering their lawns and stuff. But here on Central Ave, there's not much anything. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Enjoy your life. I will see you tomorrow back here in Phoenix, or at least the greater Phoenix metropolitan area. Tomorrow's possibly more exciting day. Okay, so people don't believe me when I say I'm from the desert, but like literally I'm from the desert. This is it. I made it out here. This is just a couple miles from where I grew up, and this is basically the same landscape. You got all these giant saguaro cactuses, or cacti if you prefer. the big rocks. It's not even that hot because it's still June. I guess in a couple of months it'll be really, really hot. Now it's only like 36 or 38 degrees or something, which is, you know, fine for Arizona. But yeah, we're gonna walk a little bit. I'm with some friends from my previous life, and oh, there's a roadrunner bird over here. You can't see it, of course. Roadrunners are probably not as big as you think. But yeah, there's a roadrunner. It's sweet. So, here we are. My homeland. Okay, so we're mountain biking out here in the Arizona desert. This is it. These cacti and the hills and all of this stuff. It's all my ancestral homeland, as it were. Not ancestral, but you know, homeland. It's really weird being back out here. There used to be old ruined ranch out here. I think between these two hills you can see behind me. It was called Brown's Ranch. It really wasn't much to see, but it was a historical sort of, you know, ruins of the cowboy days. And yeah, now this is a sort of protected natural area. It is Brown's Ranch Trailhead is where we started this, and it's sort of a nature reserve. I used to come up here when I was a kid on my really cheap mountain bike and ride around and explore all of this. And you know, now it's sort of built up for mountain bikes and people who want to do that. In those days it was just kind of like me as a teenager having adventures, but now that's a more mainstream pursuit, I think. Okay, I think that's the whole video. Not expecting anything else really exciting to happen here. It's been a nice relaxing time in Arizona, as times in Arizona tend to be. Not much happens. I'll leave you with a small video of my mom's dog. What's up?